I know that when I moved back to Jesup in 1992 and took over the station on March 31st, that we had our 4th of July activities down there, and back then it was pretty big with softball tournaments and all that kind of stuff, and I guess about the last decade or so, for 15 years, there's been mainly a few vendors and the fireworks, but they really did it up big this year. I mean, there was lots of vendors there, the band, just activities of all sorts.
That was great. I talked to Mary last night. He said that the Friendly Express and the Family Dollar store in Scriven said they were just overwhelmed by the crowds. Never seen crowds like that in Scriven, Georgia before.
Overwhelmed, huh? Overwhelmed. But it was great. The band sounded good. I went up to several of the members afterwards that I could get to and told them how great they sound. Had a chance to talk to Jack, and he's still going strong. You know that?
Going strong. The golden voice, sir. He's the man.
Yeah, Jack Brinkley, the man. All right, we have guests here in the world, on the world's famous Butch and Bob Show here at Big Dog Country Radio. We've got Jill Blizzard in this morning. It's hospital day. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning. How are y'all?
We are doing good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Thank you for letting us be here.
All right. Like I said, Jill Blizzard with Wayne Memorial Hospital is here this morning. She's got lots to talk about, but she has a guest with her.
Yes, a special guest this month with me is Miss Cheryl Maynor, founder of Shane's Crib, and we have something exciting coming up tomorrow that we've never done. So we wanted to let y'all know about it, let your listeners know about it.
All right. What's going on? Cheryl, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Oh, it's a great Monday morning.
All right. Tell us what's going on. Jill? Okay, which one of y'all?
Well, we're going to do it together.
All right, go ahead.
We have a fabulous group inside the hospital called Team Captains. They are non-managerial employees of each department. And so a lot of what, we're in the business of healthcare, but there's a lot that we can do beyond that, even on our own time. So the Team Captains came together, and they wanted to help out one of our local nonprofit organizations. And we wanted to partner with Shane's Crib. And we have a lot of really good bakers at our hospital. People are known for certain cakes and certain pies that they make that are their specialty.
They're special. They're really good at it.
Yeah, really good. Often we've done bake sales before, but oftentimes the cakes sell before they ever make it down to the tables in the lobby, because a coworker might know that so-and-so is making her famous apple cake. So that's what brought us to this. So tomorrow we are hosting a bake sale from 8 to 11 in our front lobby. We have lots of different and interesting things coming. And it'll go till 11 or until they're sold out, whichever occurs first. Cash and check are accepted. And if you do make a check out, it's going to a local nonprofit, so you can feel good about that. So 100% of the proceeds are going to Shane's Crib.
That's great.
And I thought Ms. Cheryl could come along today and tell us a little bit more about Shane's Crib and what they do.
All right. Now, Cheryl.
Okay, Shane's Crib, we have been in ministry now for 5 years. We have already graduated 32 clients. And Shane's Crib is
When you say you graduated 32 clients, tell the listeners what that means.
Okay, we are a one-year program, Discipleship and Recovery Center. And so these young women come into our center needing hope and restoration. And so we bring them in and we teach them life skills. We bring in, we have right now 5 different counselors that comes in the center each week. And we just teach them how to get back up on their feet, how to reunite with their families, how to live life without drugs and alcohol. And it has been a very successful it's been a very successful program thus far.
Okay. And how many people did you say just graduated?
Thus far, we have 32 graduates that have come through.
32 graduates that have gone through the recovery system, and you've helped them get back on their feet, get off the dependence upon drugs or whatever, and move on with their lives.
Correct.
Okay. Shane's Crib. All right, go ahead.
And so 2 years ago, we decided that Shane's Crib needed even more than what we were offering, so we went into a building fund here in Wayne County, and I'm telling you, the community came in strong for this nonprofit organization, and we built a new home, and it's a 4,200 square foot, 2-story home. It's 8 bedrooms, 6 baths, where these women, once they go through Shane's Crib and they get to a certain stage of their recovery, then they get to move over into it's called the RISPA house, and it is a transitional home, and that's where they stay like 5-6 months, and they get a job, they can go to college, get their GED, and that's when they get more passes, gets to go and be with their children more, and that program is doing very well also. So between the two, Shane's Crib and the RISPA House, they get a complete year to 18 months in these two homes to just literally learn life skills on life terms. And
yeah, for these ladies have been, hooked on drugs for a long time. It kind of messes up people's sense of reality. And it's good that y'all were able to basically move them along step by step to get back to what we call a normal life.
Yes. Yes.
And it's just a fantastic service that you're doing, because we know the drug problems throughout the country, even here in Wayne County, and it's good to have this support system for the ladies that want to move forward.
I tell you, we, just locally, if you do a survey, probably 90% of the incarceration here in our community is something to do with drug addiction. And I mean, we've got an epidemic throughout, not just Wayne County, but all over the place. I mean, I'm having phone calls. I mean, it's amazing at the phone calls every day. Like, I've got a girl coming in at 8:30 that called over the weekend. We have them, I mean, calling from on the streets, the homeless, that, that they have lost everything. They have lost their homes, their husbands, their children, and they have no hope. And they call us and just say, do you have a bed available? We do a lot of screening. We just, I hate to say.
How do you screen someone? You already know they're hooked on drugs of some sort. How do you screen whether they're going to be a good candidate and is serious about going through y'all's program?
The first thing we do is ask them, do they have a cell phone or a computer? And they say either yes or no. And if they say yes, that they have a cell phone, then I tell them, you go to this website, and if you are serious, you will take the time to fill this application out. And it's going to take you 5 minutes to fill it out. And if you fill it out, then I'll call you back. Okay. And I don't even speak to them until they make the effort to go on and get that application.
If they're not going to fill out a 5-minute application, then they're not that serious. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly right.
All right.
And so once we get the application, then that tells us a lot about who they are, what's been going on, how long they've been using. And we just pray about it and just ask the Lord to just guide us to, because we have so many of them. It's like right now, we've had 4 over the weekend that's called. We have 1 bed that we're offering today. And so through all 4 of these young women, I had to pick one of them. And I did. I chose one. And the big question was, I have 4 young women that wants this bed. What makes this bed your bed?
Mm-hmm.
And she went on to tell me, what she thought, and she sold me on it.
And the other 3, it's not like you're turning your back on them. They just don't have the bed. They have to have their own the residence of some sort, right?
Yes.
The other ones you continue to help with a Christian-based recovery system, right?
Correct. Yes, we have outside programs that we're offering to Wayne and surrounding counties that they can come to, that they're open meetings, that they can come and get some recovery. And as long as they stay up with me and call me every week and stay on my list, then eventually they'll get a bed. And if I can't help them at this time, we've got a great networking system right now throughout Southeast Georgia, and so we're able to work with each other, the different centers. And so I can pick up the phone and call this center or call that center and say, hey, my beds are full. Do you have a bed opening? So we try to network to get these young women somewhere off the streets, out of harm's way of using drugs that night.
Okay, Cheryl Maynard in this morning with the Shane's Crib talking about what they're doing to help folks. We also got Jill Blizzard in here for Hospital Day. And what else about the program would you like people to know about Shane's Crib and what's going on? Cheryl? Anything else? So you got an event coming up, a function coming up, or anything to help out and to raise funds or anything? Jill?
We do. We've got. We have a goal. Ms. Cheryl shared with us that right now they're trying to convert in order to make more beds available to help more people, an office into a bedroom that would house 2 or maybe 3 new clients. Which is wonderful. So, but in order to do that, as you know, you've got to find 3 beds, which includes mattresses, box springs, dressers. And so she was just sharing with me last week on the phone, that would be at least $1,000. So we'd love to raise $1,000.
And that's what this bake sale tomorrow is all about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we have some fabulous things coming. I was just going to give your listeners a sneak preview.
Back to Cheryl for a second. How do people get in contact with you, these ladies out there that need this help and want this help to get off drugs?
Several different ways. You can call us at 912-385-2583. Visit our website. It's massasite.org, MASASITE.org. Or you can email us at shanescrib@yahoo.com. All 3 ways they can get hold of us. And most of the time, they call me on my personal cell phone, and that's 912-294-1090. And they can, if they want it, they can find us.
Okay, someone just text in. If you always have questions or comments during the world-famous Butch and Bob Show or any other time, you can always text in. Our business line is text-enabled at 912-427-3711, 912-427-3711. We can't answer the phone because we're live on the air, but we can't read the text to come up on the computer screen. Someone text in, what if a potential client does not have a cell phone or computer? Do you accept paper applications?
Yes, we do.
Okay. All right, you don't have to be high-tech. You just fill it out the old-fashioned way.
They still got to go online and print it out and send it in through fax.
Okay, so you can find a friend or family member or someone to help you out, or y'all can help. All right, Jill?
Okay, so here's a sneak preview of some items that are coming to the bake sale tomorrow. So, and we thought this would be a good time to do it. We've never done a bake sale the day before July 4th, but there's a lot of people that are still in town working, and maybe they're hosting people, or maybe they're taking something to a July 4th party.
Where did you get this picture of this red, white, and blue bun cake here?
I made that, and I took it right out of my oven and took a picture. Sure.
I see you've already eaten some of it.
Actually, no. The internet is my friend.
The inside of it.
Isn't that a beautiful red, white, and blue cake?
That is. I mean, you did an outstanding job of baking this, Jill. I didn't know you had that set of skills.
Baking is my specialty, along with salads and bread. It's just a meal in between the dessert and the salad.
Yeah, that's what you have problem with. The dessert?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's a good-looking cake here that you have in the picture of. Yeah, okay,
yes. So we have some other good-looking cakes coming tomorrow, including a cookie cake made by Miss Donna Madry. I've actually had that before. That is very, very good. Brownies, cookies, apple pie by Sarah Copeland. Several pound cakes are coming. Chocolate cookie bars by Miss Jeannie Blackman. Brownies, donuts by Miss Janet Keith. Rice Krispie Treats by Miss Maggie Miller, one of our summer students upstairs in administration. An Oreo cake by Robin Jones. I'm making not this red, white, and blue cake, but a different one. It's 2 layers. It's vanilla cake, and then it's just frosted red, white, and blue. Pumpkin rolls by Miss Betty Manning. Flag cupcakes by Miss Deborah Turner. And a key lime pound cake is being made, and that's actually already sold.
Okay, key lime pound cakes are already sold.
Yes.
Okay.
So, but there's much more coming. I didn't read everything, but we'll be in the lobby tomorrow, starting at 8 a.m. Cash check is accepted. Checks are going to be made out to Shane's Crib, of course, and it's a nonprofit. And Miss Cheryl will take care of the receipts and get them to you if you've got a check. And we just thought this would be a great way to support a local nonprofit. Of course, we're not baking during work time. We're going to be baking tonight or in the morning and then bringing it with us.
Okay.
So, if you need something, please come on by. And oftentimes when we have a bake sale and they know about it on the radio, that people will just drive by. They might buy one cookie or one brownie, but they want to donate to the cause. So we will be there. The tables will be manned, and it'll be going till 11 a.m. or until we sell out, whichever comes first.
Okay. Comment here for Cheryl. Okay. Just text in. And this is someone who texted in to our number, 912-427-3711. Someone text in. As a family member of an addict, always thought those with drug or alcohol addictions would always end up permanently in jail or dead. I have personally seen successful graduates from Shane's Crib get their lives and family relationships back. It really is possible. Just reach out to Cheryl and find out for yourself. Isn't that great, Cheryl?
Wow.
Okay.
Whoever it is, thank you so very much.
All right. Jill?
And I just want to mention one other thing about Shane's Crib. We got to meet Miss Cheryl and 2 or 3 of her clients at Exchange Club recently. They came and they were our speakers, and she educated our group about what all they do. And I think that we were just so impressed with the young ladies, and I believe they were on their way. They were well on their way to recovery, and they were sharing with us some of their future plans. And I was just so impressed. I know that the folks that I was eating with, they were as well. And I'd love for Cheryl to share some of that. Like, I think you shared some statistics about most of them are not in that permanent state, and there is hope for recovery. And we were just so impressed by their testimonies.
When they first come in the program, I mean, they're pretty down. They're they're low in life.
Pretty much at rock bottom.
They are at rock bottom, and you watch the process of them coming in from that low state, and you watch them as they go, because we're 3 phases at Shane's Crib and at Rispa House. So therefore, you get to watch them, and I'm not calling them a worm, but you watch them go from that state to a butterfly. You just watch them transition into their dreams. And that is one thing that we pull out of them is, what is your lifetime dream? What is the things that you have desired but you've not been able to do? And we have watched so many young ladies. I mean, we've got young ladies that right now are going to school to be RNs, teachers, so many different things, musicians, and they need someone that believes in them and tells them that, you can do all things. You can do this. And so through a lot of education, a lot of pushing, a lot of pulling, and telling them that they're more than conquerors. I mean, it's just been amazing to watch these young women. And the most beautiful thing is, like yesterday morning at church, one of the young ladies walked in, and she has not seen her children in quite a while. It was a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 5-year-old little boy. The reaction that them children versus that mama being able to see one another for the first time, it done something to me. And after church, after her children left, I looked and I said, I will not slack up on you. I will be your drill sergeant. I am going to help you to return to these children, because I saw the love of these 3 children that needs their moms. And I looked at that grandma, because, you know, back in 2004, I done Mothers Against Substance Abuse, and that's how all of this actually come around. And I want to see grandparents live again, and I want to see mothers regain custody of their children. And that's the program. We work with the local DFACs, getting case plans set up so that these mothers can, work a case plan to get their children back. And I just saw all the way around. It has just been absolutely beautiful. And I would like to say this literally from the bottom of my heart. Wayne County, you're the best. Everything I start out to do, you're right there beside me. And every project I start, you're there to support me. And I just want to say I love you, Wayne County, and thank you so much for everything you're doing for this program.
And that's the reason why local law enforcement spends so much time and effort and money into fighting drugs. Because not only is the crime, from the aspect of it, of breaking the law, it's also taking a look at the lives that drugs ruin. And so they work so hard to try to do that. But it's just an epidemic not only here in Wayne County, but throughout the state of Georgia and throughout the country. They're doing their best, and so, we just need to help the local law enforcement out the best we can.
Absolutely.
All right, Cheryl, now back to Jill talking about the hospital.
Okay. We have something else coming up this month, too, that we want to let your listeners know about. We have the leading $5 jewelry fundraiser in the nation, Masquerade, coming back to Jesup. They are coming Tuesday, July 17th, and staying through Thursday, July 19th. Their hours are on Tuesday, the 17th, 9 to 6, Wednesday, the 18th, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Thursday, the 19th, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. And if folks are curious about Masquerade and wondering, well, what do they sell? What do they do? You can log on to masqueradefundraising.com and kind of get a sneak peek of their merchandise. They also have a Facebook page, and it goes by $5 Jewelry by Masquerade Fundraising in Georgia. They bring a little bit of everything. They bring jewelry, scarves, purses, workout wear. A couple times they've brought fidget spinners, collegiate accessories. There's always a lot of Georgia, Alabama, Florida, and tech merchandise. And I can't believe I'm about to say this, but if you're looking for back-to-school items and cute yellow and black things for those first few football games, this may be the ticket for you. Can you believe school is about to start?
We're only 1 month away.
I know. That's
wild,
1
month from today, on August 2nd, when school starts back. It's just one month away.
1 month. So this is in a couple of weeks. So again, it's Tuesday, July 17th, 9 to 6, Wednesday, July 18th, 7 to 6, and Thursday, July 19th, 7 to 2. That's on our website. It's on our Facebook page. It's on our hospital Twitter page. It will also be in the paper a couple of different times before the sale actually starts. So this is a fundraiser. We do monthly fundraisers for our group of volunteers, and the majority of the proceeds they give back to the hospital once a year, so that the hospital can buy necessary but unbudgeted equipment. So there's a good cause with the bake sale, and there's a good cause with the jewelry sale.
Okay.
And then I wanted to make sure, too, I think the last time I came, we had not met to give this donation yet to Fairhaven, but in the last month, we donated $550 to Fairhaven based on the number of home runs that the local high school baseball team hit. And I think, Bob, you were keeping up with it all season long.
Yep.
Yes, I hear you say there's another $50 for Fairhaven. There's another $50 for Fairhaven. There it goes, folks, out of the park. So that was really fun, and it was enjoyable to work with the executive director of Fairhaven, Miss Julia Birch, and the baseball coach, Mr. Justin McDonald. He got some of his players there. That was in the paper recently, but that's another cause that we wanted to team up with, because they could use our help as well. So that was really fun. That was really fun, because I think the whole community got behind it, and the baseball team got behind it, and it It was just wonderful. So that's what we have for today. I also brought 2 meal passes to be given away, maybe on the air.
Okay, I'll give those away in just a few minutes.
All right. And we certainly thank you guys for letting us come in. And folks, don't forget about the bake sale tomorrow. It's in the lobby, 8 to 11, or until we sell out, whichever comes first. There's all kinds of goodies coming. Just swing by and pick them up on your way to your party. And thank you very much.
All right. Bob, any questions or comments for Cheryl or for Jill this morning?
Good to see you.
No, he's over here doodling. That's what he does when he's not talking to Larry. He doodles.
Very artistic.
Yeah, very artistic. That's Bob. And so wishing y'all ladies the best with the bake sale tomorrow. Hopefully lots of funds will be raised for Shane's crib. And good luck with that, Cheryl. Anytime that you want to come back on and promote what y'all got going on, the chair's open for you, okay?
Thank you so very much.
I guess we'll see you in a few weeks, won't we?
Yes.
With another hospital day here on Big Dog Country Radio.
Thank you.
We'll be back more of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in a moment.
Good morning, everyone. Our Monday forecast looking mostly sunny, feeling pretty hot. Afternoon highs today climbing into the upper 80s and low 90s. Looks like a very slight chance of a shower or storm late day. Much the same for our Tuesday as highs stay close to 90 degrees. For the 4th of July, looks like we may have some natural fireworks with scattered showers and thunderstorms through the day. Highs will be in the mid to upper 80s. I'm Georgia meteorologist Laura Huckabee in the GNN Weather Center.
WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. It is the second day of July, and just appreciate you tuning in with us this morning. And with July 4th being on a Wednesday, Bob, people started this weekend. I could hear in the neighborhood all kinds of fireworks going off here, there, and yonder. And I guess it will continue on all week long with it. Be right slap in the middle of the week.
I would imagine. I said, be careful there with those fireworks. I said that's why they encourage you to go to places like Scriven and let the professionals handle it, because sadly during this time of year there's a lot of injuries with people in fireworks.
If you're going to do fireworks, which they are legal, just be very careful. Read the instructions, read the directions, but just be very careful. And it's like driving. Please don't drink and do fireworks. I could lead to a visit to the emergency room at Wayne Memorial Hospital. We've seen that happen before.
And keep in mind the free hands law is in effect.
That's right. Free hands law started yesterday, that you cannot have a cell phone in your hand. And even when I kidded around and said slapping around your ear last week, the deputy said, no, you can't have it on your possession. Of course, it's kind of hard for a policeman to say, well, do you have it in your pocket or do you have it down there in your lap or something like that, because they can't see that. So hands-free, that means not even talking on one. You have to go through your Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. If you don't have that in your vehicle, then they have things that you can buy to do the Bluetooth through.
It was funny. I was driving because I don't have Bluetooth or anything that day, but the initial reaction when the phone rings, you pick it up. I have to remember.
You can't pick it up. You can't pick it up. Yeah.
Can't answer the phone.
Yeah, can't answer the phone. Yeah, because there's no grace period. That's what they tried to emphasize. There's no grace period. It's up to the policeman or woman to say whether you get a warning or you get a ticket. So hands-free, no cell phones in the hand while you are driving. Someone just texted in, thank you to everyone that came to Scriven to support our wonderful day. We hope to see you back next year for a bigger and better event. I'm not sure if that was the mayor or who it was, but somebody texted that in, apparently that was involved with it there in Scriven, Bob.
Fun day. I said a lot of people there, that's for sure.
Yeah, there was a lot of folks there, and had a lot of great vendors there, and that play area for the kids was just, phenomenal.
Enjoyed that.
I believe that was Graceland Bounce Houses that did that. So just a great event.
Just hats off to Court too. That karate, that's an entertaining event to watch those kids put on. It's amazing how many kids he's got involved in that program, but it's a great program. A lot of kids enjoy it, but it's fun to watch them put on their exhibition.
Right. All right, Bob, we're out of time. All right. World-famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, by Jesup Premium Stores located right out here on the Waycross Highway in Jesup, and by Murphy Builder Supply in downtown Jesup on Northeast Broad Street, just down from the Big Red Caboose. And we've got some giveaways coming your way soon, so keep tuned